Hello YouTube, we are back with some commentary for you all. The next couple days are going to be interesting because we didn't have locals this past weekend, so because Dean's was doing, I believe, a card show, so we didn't have a Sunday locals to get some match play for you guys. But what we ended up doing was just a few of us got together, hung out, and recorded a few games for you guys to watch and for us to commentate on. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. We were helping Sonny test out for the in-person regionals that's happening next week, so you're gonna be seeing a lot of Sonny, and we're kind of running the gauntlet for him to see what works best for him. So let us know what you guys think of this series. Thank you all for always tuning in and showing us the support, and for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, welcome. Hopefully you like what you guys see and can keep tuning in moving forward. So we love to have you. But for this round, we are playing a Bloomlord, which is by myself on the left, and Sonny playing Fenriloogamon on the right. And I'm joined by my forever partner in crime, TJ.
It's me, the crime partner.
He's back.
That's my name.
But enough chit chat. Let's hop right into the round.
I'm gonna put that on my next when I go to renew my license. It's gonna be TJ Crime Partner. My full name, middle name Crime, last name Partner. So Bloom is interesting right now. Also, we see, just to kind of go over Sonny. Sonny has a good start. Fast go into
a Fang. Yeah.
So just some decent aggression early. So I think Bloom's really interesting right now. The Palmon is huge for it. Like, it does so much. The Palmon's good. The Palmon's just a great green card in general.
Yeah.
The new Mimi, I think, is very good search as well as like memory efficiency.
In a deck that is already extremely memory efficient.
Yeah, exactly. It's very interesting because like for example, like Anthony, our resident goated machine player, he swears by the fact that he thinks Bloom is the best deck in format right now. And while I don't know if I necessarily agree entirely, it is interesting to me that we don't see more Bloom.
True.
Like, I wonder if a lot of people just maybe don't like playing green.
We can change it on Thursday for you if you want.
I don't know.
But rough spot for Sonny because he passes. I use my training to go into Sunflow, choosing to suspend the Palmon to play out a Lalamon. I believe on search I just pick up another Lala if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, looks like it.
We Digizorb into a Blossom. We play out another Lala to search. And here we HPD to suspend the Lala to go into Bloom. We will suspend the Lala, which will gain me back 4. And we'll swing for 2 checks now at 16 because we have a total of 4 suspended. And clarifying that he does have piercing, so Sonny chooses to just let it go. Does get a training out of it, which is pretty good. And I'm like, okay, well, we've got a couple of things we could probably do here. We go into a Toga, and then I choose to go into another Agitar to just choke in 1.
Yeah.
So just set myself up for next turn.
That was crazy Russian. I mean, like that right there just makes me sound like an idiot because that just showcases that Anthony is very much on the right track. I think Bloom's biggest issues is 1, no protections, and 2, it is very prone to bricking. While it's extremely memory efficient, if you don't see the correct pieces, sometimes Bloom just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of Death X right now in the meta.
Crimson also just stops it.
Crimson Blaze is also in the meta again now because of D-Brigade.
Yeah.
And I think to that extent, I think Fenry and D-Brigade can both be as fast, if not faster than Bloom sometimes, just depending on what they see.
Sonny did Chimera, though, to kind of wipe the 2 Lalas off the board. I swing for 2 checks here. And I'm like staring. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? And I'm like, wait a second. I'm overthinking this. And I think Sonny he's like, you got a Bloom, right? I saw you pick it up. I was like, oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
and we
just Bloom.
And just Bloom and swing for game.
Restand, you'll regain, Did you gain, 1 memory for each suspended Digimon?
For each suspended 1, correct, yeah.
So you gain 3 memories, so you go to Bloom
3.
for 1?
Yeah.
They really overcooked on Bloomlord. He's a very good card, and it's cool to have a good green card, but it just makes it so hard to have other good green decks.
Yeah.
Like
and,
it's
and
hard
also
to
that
warrant.
too. Like with all the new support pieces, I mean, with the Toga, the Pal, the Lala, like
all the
all
stuff
the inheritables that reduce Digivolution costs on top of the memory you gain.
On top of memory gain, the fact that he's raw memory gain, and not cost reduction, paired with all the cost reduction inheritables we have now, is just insane.
Yeah.
Because he's just a plus level 6 to go into.
Yeah.
You just gain off of him now 9 times out of 10.
Which is also the same thing for Hydra, if you think about it as well. Which is also a really good like control card for this deck, as like a additive part.
And it's funny because they're making all the support for Rose, which admittedly, like Rosemon, I think is pretty good right now. Rosemon X Antibody coming in BT-15 looks amazing. Looks really, really cool.
Yeah.
But it's still just like I think they are finally starting to elevate other decks to be on the level of Bloom, but it's still like Bloom still just probably feels like probably best green deck.
Yeah.
Because Rose still is very dependent on your opponent having a board state, so against OTK decks that build in the back, it doesn't do much against 9 times out of 10.
Correct.
And then we do get the Leomon deck with EX5 with the heavy Leo and the new Bancho Leo, which apparently did do pretty good in JP. So hopefully that continues to do well over here in English, and we get to enjoy that.
So here, I was sort of in a rough spot because I was like, oh yeah, like I passed turn because I was like, well, I don't want to waste my Sunflow Digivolution. So then I like go out and like do it and then like play it out the Palmon, and then I'm like, wait a second, I've got no more rookies left to play. I was like, uh-oh. So I think Sonny was also just in a rough spot. He wasn't really seeing his pieces either. So he just played out a Helluga to pop my Agitar, which is fair play. I mean, it's... So that's a proxy for a Quartz. I didn't realize I had to swap them out yet.
You proxy.
Because I put it in my D Brigade deck.
Yeah. I mean, admittedly, I think the play you made was pretty safe because he doesn't have a rookie in back. If he had a Lugamon, he could have pushed up or something. It's different. Sonny is really struggling on seeing Lugamon.
Yeah.
So many Fascos that keep coming out. No Luga.
Yeah, he's going back between like the two dogs. He was like, do I play the purple dog or the blue dog? I think he's leaning towards the blue dog for next week.
Melga is really scary right now. Melga is... I don't know why I said it like that. Melga is Melga. But Melga is also very scary.
So he does pass me over to 3. I'm able to go into an Agitar for a reduced cost of 1 since of the 2 inheritables. Since I have a Mimi on board, I go ahead and suspend Agitar to play out a Pal, suspend Mimi to gain a memory.
Well, the inheritable for the Toga would not be live yet, I don't believe.
Ooh, correct.
Because that's go. It
has to be like on
live
top
as
of
inheritable
it.
yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know if.
I mean,
technically you would be fine because the Mimi would reduce the cost by 1.
Right.
You gain a memory. You didn't suspend her there, but if you would have gained the memory there and then reduced it by 1 with the Palmon inheritable, you were still going for 1. But yeah.
So we go into Argo. We end up going back into a Bloom, gaining 3 memory. We swing with Piercing for 2 checks at 14. Yep. There's another Lugar in trash, and then I Fasco.
Jeez.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Suspend it. You'll gain 2 memory, and then bottom deck it. Hydra's so strong, dude. Still so scary.
Yeah.
Such a good card.
Like, it also makes if you're playing Bloom, like I feel like if you go into Bloom and can get yourself into a Hydra, like it gives you so much like security. Because you can use your whiteboard to just be like, okay, you can get rid of 1, but you got to choose which one you got to get rid of.
And Hydra being 13k as well, just naturally makes it very, very... it can be very annoying to try and get around sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. Decides to just straight Digivolve Chimera, slipping a Soul Lugar underneath.
Gains... Where do you gain the memory from?
I don't know.
He went to 0, I thought, no?
I think he did.
Because he was at 4, he hard evo for 4.
There, I think we're correcting it now. Right? And then he should gain memory back from playing out the 2.
Well, no, you should be at 4 right now. And then he gained back 1 because he only has the 1 Lugarmon inheritable in there. He doesn't have anything else to gain memory.
True. We ended up deciding to crash.
Did I miss something?
No. I think I
feel like
also
I
was just I was just like maybe there's I think I just missed it. So what he did was he swung through the Hydra and then restand by popping the Bloom swing, and then he just passed his turn. So yeah, I think I missed that. I think there was like an extra memory that was just sort of snuck in there.
You had him at 3. He went to 4.
Mm-hmm. And then he Chimeraed for 4, and then he went into Fenry for 4. So technically he should have, unless there was a training that we missed that was in the back that we just like
maybe there was a
glossed
training.
over.
And my brain's maybe there was. Oh, you know what? I think there was.
That might have been it.
Training. My brain's just not. I just missed it entirely. I blanked.
So we go into Blossom just to see if I can get some gas going, but I can't really wideboard here, which is kind of rough. We go into Bloom, suspending Pomu to suspend the Luga. I will gain memory because the Palmon, I believe, would give me the memory back.
Yes. The
Palmon through and with the piercing.
Lila reduces it by 2, so you can go into Bloom for
essentially for free at that point.
Yeah.
And then I play out a training just to search, and I pick up a Pomu, pass him over to 2.
I wonder if the Palmon's inheritable gets used up when you evo into the Blossomon.
It probably does. It probably does.
By 1.
But I think
unless
the Sunflow should
game
give
rules,
me memory still, though, right?
You still you reduce the cost by 1 for the Sunflow.
Yeah.
You had the Mimi on board, but I think you're still fine. But you would have gained 2, and you would have reduced it by 2. You would have been at 0. I think you're fine with it, regardless.
So Sonny, I think he's just stringing along the Fenry play here because he's able to get into a Soul Lugar. He swings, declares Alliance, pitches the Fenry to go into Fenry for 4, and he's able to spit out everything under the sun.
Yeah.
2 checks, restands, and swings. So takes it there.
Yeah.
He did it. He pulled it off.
He did do it. He did it. He Fenried. He did the thing.
He Fenried.
We have a game 3.
We have a game 3.
So, I mean, I think that just shows the show right there. Where Bloom can definitely struggle.
Yeah. Like if you can it's a bit of a glass cannon, right? Like if you can pull off your big plays and get that control going, great. But if you can't finish and you can get like just removed, you basically just have to start off from scratch.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh, we see the proxy quartz in there.
All right, vision engage. I won't miss anything this time if something happens.
So we see a Palmon go into a Toga for 2.
Fuck, what happened?
Sonny's playing out the Fasco army, and then I just go into an Agitar in the back. He swings into a Mimi, which is unfortunate. And then swings Palmon, so dies, draws 1, and pitches 1. And he chooses to pitch a Luga, which is interesting. Plays out an Analog Youth, picks up the Soul Lugar, and then plays out a Training for 2, picks up the Fenry, which is fair.
Yeah, that's a solid turn for him. This is a bit of a scary thing, though, because you do have the Agitar, so you're able to push up and hatch instantly.
We play out a Pomu,
Agitar.
hatch into a Palmon, I think just for the draw, because I'm like, okay, well, we need to find something.
You do have the Bloom in hand.
We do have the Bloom. We suspend the... Well, Pomu's already suspended, so we don't do anything from the Agitar, but we still gain 2.
You also should have reduced the cost by 2.
Which I did miss. That I did miss. I was so fixated on not giving myself memory from the Agitar that I missed the Digivolution reduction.
So you should have been at 2 memory.
Yeah.
So then...
I should still be at turn right now, in theory.
Yeah.
But I pass him over to 2 with a Training.
And
allow him to kind of do what he needs to do here. He goes into his Luga. Plays out a Training once again.
Oh, the Alt Duo.
The Alt Duo's here. Picks up the pretty little boy. And plays out another Training. So I need to do something fast. Because he's got everything he needs to Fenry me next.
Which one did he bottom deck? Did he bottom deck the Mist?
I believe so.
Grab the Fang? Okay.
Yeah. So we pop the training to go into Toga. We go into Agitar for reduced cost of 1. We remember it this time. We suspend Agitar, gaining a memory. How did I get a memory? Why did I get a memory? I don't know.
Because your other Agitar inheritable.
Oh, correct.
You have.
Yeah.
Under the bloom.
We played out the Pal, go into Blossom to search, pick up an Agitar. Yeah. I think my thought process here was just try to wideboard as best as possible to make my Bloom big and just swing for everything. So I go into Cherry, suspending the Pal. So now I'm able to swing for the 3 checks at 16k. I felt pretty safe there, and then swing for Pomu.
Already been there. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
You played that really well.
Yeah.
You cooked. You did Bloom things.
We did Bloom things.
Good game overall between you guys. You can definitely see Sonny. I know these are going to be a little bit sort of different order than how we're recording them in a little bit different order how we're uploading, but I think you definitely see, like, from what I played against Sonny last Thursday when he was learning Fenry, he's definitely getting a feel.
Yeah,
he's definitely learning and getting a feel, which is good.
It's sort of like what Mike was going through, like that sort of like growing pains, because both of them are like really, like, Sonny's like a consistent top 32 at any regional he plays.
He's a very good player.
Even like top 32 would be considered like a low rank for him, in all honesty. So
it is difficult to learn Fenry too. Fenry has so much stuff that goes off and so much stuff you have to combo. It can be very easy to miss things.
But yeah, no, I'm really enjoying Bloom. I mean, I've always enjoyed it, but I think just playing it again, it was like a good breath of fresh air.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so that concludes this set. We will have the next one ready to go for you guys, and we'll see you over there. Bye-bye.
Bye.